Hello everyone, my name is Beatrice Williams. My special occasion speech is a tribute speech to my daughter. On December 7, 2012, I gave birth to a 1 pound, 10 ounce baby girl. Me and my husband named her Layla Athena Nicole. I came up with the name Layla because it was simple, not too common. My husband came up with the name Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and I came up with the name Nicole, who she named after my sister. During my pregnancy and past pregnancy wasn't always sunny skies. On June the 19th, I gave birth to a 1 pound, 4 ounce baby boy who we named Bernardius. Before giving birth, I spent 2 weeks in a hospital with an illness called preeclampsia. In the beginning, I didn't know what preeclampsia was, never heard of it, as a matter of fact. For those who doesn't know what preeclampsia is when a woman develops high blood pressure and protein in her urine after the 20-week mid-second trimester or late third trimester. Also, before finding out I developed preeclampsia, I had an amniocentesis performed, which my water had broke. So that was also another reason why I spent 2 weeks in the hospital on complete bed rest. During those 2 weeks, the doctors performed a lot of tests to see what was going on, how it happened, and to this day, it is unanswered. On June the 19th, in the 9 o'clock hour, his heart rate started to go down, and they had to perform an emergency C-section. After waking up from the emergency C-section, I was able to see him, but in an isolated area called the neonatal intensive care, aka NICU. This is the area where all the little preemie babies are taken to for special care. Every day was a fight for his life. He went through a lot of surgeries. In those 3 months, he grew. By the time September rolled around, he was almost 5 pounds, but in mid-September, he started to go down. September the 16th, he passed away. And the reason as to why he passed is because his lungs didn't grow with his body. They were still immature, but he was growing. After coping with the loss of our son, me and my husband decided to try again. April 2011, I found out I was pregnant again. In May of 2011, I had a miscarriage, which was called a belated ovum, which means the sac was there, but the baby wasn't. In December 2011, I found out I was pregnant again. I went to all my doctor's appointments. Everything was going fine. February 2012, I went to just a regular checkup. The doctors couldn't find the baby heartbeat. I had another miscarriage. After dealing and coping with all the miscarriages, I couldn't understand why my doctors decided to run tests on me to see if I had a disease called lupus. By the time they ended up running all the tests and everything, the tests came back negative, so still couldn't find out anything. By April 2012, I found out I was pregnant again. During that time I was working. I had to stop working and go to the doctor every week. They ended up putting me on progesterone shots, which means I had to go to the doctor every week to get a progesterone shot to find out, eventually found out that my progesterone levels were low, because you need progesterone throughout your pregnancy to keep the pregnancy going. So that was actually the whole main cause of why I had miscarriages, because my progesterone levels was low. So every week I would go get a progesterone shot. By the time the end of November came, right after Thanksgiving, I ended up in the hospital again, found out I had mild preeclampsia. But also, it was coming up to actually my due date. So on December the 7th, 2012, I gave birth to our daughter, Layla Athena Nicole. And everything is still going fine with her and everything. She didn't have to spend no time in the NICU unit. Thank you.